I think the fact that it has taken off to this extent, demonstrates that this is real. This is how it feels. This is what it looks like. And this is an enormous issue.
A new PSA series with a goal to raise awareness about sex abuse in sports is going viral.
It's called Out of Bounds, and viewer engagement has been off the charts since launching 6 weeks ago. I found out why in tonight's special report.
Stop asking me why. I didn't fight back.
Stop asking me what I was wearing.
We got to 22 million views on some of the PSAs, and they were almost immediately being translated into different languages, right? I think we're at 3 million views in Turkish. There's, over 1 million views in Russian.
Carrie Caring is the founder of We Ride Together, the nonprofit that put together the Out of Bounds PSA series.
We Ride Together is a nonprofit organization created to ultimately to end sexual misconduct in youth and young adult sports. And we do that by giving a platform for awareness conversations, giving a place for people to tell their stories.
The series consists of 4 PSAs and 2 roundtable discussion videos hosted by a panel of experts from across the globe, including Olympic gymnast Margaret Holzer and Judge Rosemary Aquilina, who presided over the Larry Nassar case.
So what we really created was with the PSAs, a place to try to get people to understand what it feels like to be a victim, and also try to validate victims in their experience, right? And that's been our feedback. Survivors who watch this say they're laughing and they're crying and it's almost hysteria because they've never had something so succinctly explain what they're feeling. But then diving deeper with the discussions to really help survivors and their loved ones move forward through the very treacherous waters.
Caring found herself in those treacherous waters about 6 years ago when she found out one of her teenage daughters had been sexually abused by her 59-year-old coach.
And I went out and looked for resources, right? Like even just trying to understand, what is grooming? What can I expect from law enforcement? What do these processes look like?
Caring says the information she found didn't really explain what they were going through and what they could expect next.
We tried to put things in those PSAs that we hear a lot when we talk to survivors, right? Like in one of the PSAs, the young woman is showering after right? I hear that again and again and again from victims and survivors. I can't stop showering, right? So we tried to really put the real life things we see again and again and again, so that anybody watching that could feel what it felt like to be a victim.
She has received similar feedback from this PSA.
Nice rock.
I have no one.
I can't do this.
We focus on the sports space because, while we have these discussions in schools with teachers, we have these discussions in America, we don't have them in sports.
I have no one.
Caring says 50% of athletes experience some form of abuse in sports, with the first time being between 13 and 15 years old. She also adds 90% of abuse victims know their perpetrator.
There's a massive lack of training and understanding about power imbalances and grooming, right? So that's what We Ride Together is tackling.
And Caring says the Out of Bounds series is reaching so many because if you've been sexually abused, the after effects and experience to try to move forward is the same whether it happened in a locker room or in a classroom. For more information on the PSAs, go to our website, fox32chicago.com.